Islam is a principle before it became a religion, an organized religion. And this has been misused by many, uh, we don't know where it started exactly, but it's become a very cunning method of converting people to the organized religion of Islam, not Islam itself. Islam itself simply means to submit to the Most High or to the source of creation. That's all it means. What Muslims throughout the ages, many of them, not all, many of them, especially in the recent ages, have always been telling people that, you know, if you believe, if you submit, if you are one who would submit to the source of creation or to God or, however they call it, then you are a Muslim. When they say you are a Muslim, they mean you are one of us. You belong to the organized religion of Islam, not to the principle of Islam alone. But now you are part of this organized religion, and you have to follow these rules. And those who submit to the Creator should pray 5 times in specific ways, and they should recite in a specific manner. So it becomes a thing. It's no longer just a principle. It's no longer just a quality. In the Quran, it is mentioned that Jesus, Moses, and Christians, Jews, Mandaeans or Sabians, and all the other people of Abraham, so to speak, are Muslims. Now, a lot of people think that, oh, they were Muslims, like they were Muslims like us. Like this religion did not just start with Muhammad. This religion was from Adam. By religion, I mean organized religion. That's where it gets tricky because they play on words. Now they start to play on words because Islam has two meanings now. Islam as a principle of submission to the source of creation, and Islam as an organized religion where you have to convert yourself to become a Muslim, therefore following certain rules, believing certain things in a certain manner, and having an identity. It became an identity. It became a label. I'm Muslim. So why is this a problem? Is because the principle is amazing. It's great. To submit to the energy which governs all, to submit to the source, is a very deep concept, a very deep thing, a very powerful thing. But now, when the principle has been replaced by the label, by the religion, by the identity, the principle is lost, and people keep the shell or the facade, the image of a so-called Muslim. Why do you see many Muslims in the Muslim world itself? Many, 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 many Muslims. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's certainly way above 50%. This is just my estimation. I'm not, an expert, but more than 50% in my view. Uh, don't have the qualities of a true Muslim. When I say true Muslim, I mean someone who is truly submitted to the source of creation. All those beautiful qualities that the prophets had, that the very deeply spiritual people have, these Muslims don't have. They are reactionary, they are angry, very easily irritated. If you just insult their God or their prophet, they would fight you, they would start yelling on the street, they would, and even if they don't do that, they just hold it in. Because many times we see people doing that. They hold it in and then they just burst, you know? So, and all they care about is pray 5 times a day, fast Ramadan, visit the Hajj in Saudi Arabia. Just the rituals, just the ritualistic part of Islam. Well, they focus on that before anything else. And take Shahada, say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah and everything, and just they they focus on these things. They don't focus on the diet, that you should eat a healthy diet. They don't focus on the sincerity of your heart. They don't focus on preserving and respecting nature honestly, not just as a facade or as a principle. Oh yes, oh yes, we Muslims, we respect nature, we respect animals, blah blah blah. No, not like that. Not like that. Respect nature with your blood, your sweat, and your tears. That's how you love and show respect to the creation and to the source of creation, which is a part of creation. That's what really makes you a Muslim by principle, not by religion. If you're a Muslim by religion and not by principle, it doesn't mean anything. To me, at least, it doesn't mean a thing. Not a thing. In fact, it is better that you be a kafir or an atheist, one who doesn't believe in God. That's way better. Even in the eyes of the Creator, it is better. Because one thing I've learned when I was a kid, that if you can't follow the full depth or the full meaning of something, then don't be part of it. I stopped being a part of the religion of Islam when I was 12. I'm 34 now, almost 35. I haven't wavered since. But that didn't make me one who would hate or despise anything spiritual. On the contrary, it made me even more spiritual because the Islam that was presented to me was an Islam of labeling, not an Islam by principle. I've understood the Islam by principle and I was trying to live it in the Islamic society where I grew up, but they did not allow me. Little by little, I began to notice that the principle is systematically being killed because now I understand that it doesn't hold any interest. Uh, it's bad business, and unfortunately, these things have become business, and that's what we call religion today. They're business. So anyone who is truly a seeker in spirituality, if you're part of a religion, that's fine. That's up to you. But you need not be a religious person or a part of a religion in order to be spiritual. And that's a fact. That's not me who's saying it, that's a fact. Spiritual simply means, and I'm not talking about this modern age spirituality that you see everywhere, that, oh, I'm spiritual and all this. What I mean is one who sees life beyond the physical, is spiritual, or one who seeks the depth of life beyond the physical is spiritual, or who wishes to connect with the source of the physicality of life within himself and outside. That's what we call spirituality. The rooting, you you are reaching the roots of your life to understand your life better, to understand life better, to understand existence better, and to understand the source of life better. Therefore, bringing you balance, prosperity, peace of mind, health, happiness, and blessings in your life. That's what spirituality basically is. And that spirituality has been present in the principle of Islam. It is present in the principle of Islam, not in the religion of Islam, minus the principle. If you have the principle, you don't even need to take Shahada to be a Muslim by principle. You don't even need to know who Muhammad was or what the Quran is to be a Muslim by principle. But to be a part of an organized religion, which dictates to you what to believe and what to do, who to follow, who should be punished, who should not be punished, then you take Shahada, then you have to follow uh, the rules and the beliefs, and you have to put on a label. Okay? So, Islam began with the principle. When they spoke about Islam a long time ago, they meant the principle of submitting to the Most High or to the source of creation. They were not talking about an organized religion that we know as we know of today. That's not what Islam is. But now that a lot of people associate, they don't even know that, they don't even differentiate the principle from the organized religion. For them, it's one whole thing, Islam. Oh, you have to convert to Islam. Oh, Islam is the truth. Oh, Islam is submitting to. They don't know that there's a principle, being a Muslim by principle, and being a Muslim by religion or by faith. By principle, you don't even need a faith. By principle, it's the spiritual aspect of Islam, of the religion Islam. And this principle is the life of Islam. It's the soul. Without that, the religion dies, and it is dead. I see that it is dead. It has been dead, and it's dying more and more, and it's just not. It's not fulfilling people spiritually. Yes, individuals here and there might find fulfillment, but those who just follow the religion, as a organized religion, as a belief system, you will not find any real fulfillment. You will think you do, but you won't. And it actually shows in your face, on your face, and it shows in the way you speak. It shows in the way you move. It shows in every little aspect of your life. And most of these people, you can see their faces are lifeless. You can see their faces are just, there's no life there. They just die before they die. And that's very sad. And this is just to correct the notion of Islam as a principle and Islam as an organized religion. If you ask me what I am, of course I'm a Muslim by principle, but that principle doesn't even need a label or a name. Therefore, it could be called Islam, it could be called Zen, it could be called whatever you want. Something that symbolizes a principle of union with the whole. That's what yoga means, actually.